And welcome to another Cymru Nerd Cave with myself, Dreadwind. How's everybody doing? Hope you're all okay. Yes, it's another video from me. It's been like, what, a week for the past 3 weeks. What's going on? I promise I won't count that every time. It's just the last 3 weeks have been. It's like, oh, I fancy making a video. So yeah, another video it is. And this time, I'm going to do a video about something that everybody knows that it's one of my loves in Transformers. Everybody in Transformers fandom has something they love above everything else. Something that sort of really gets their juices flowing, as it were. For some people it's Headmasters, for some people it's Pretenders, for some people it's complete lines of toys like the movie line or Cybertron or Energon. With me, as a G1er, yes, I am a dirty G1er, sorry about that. There is one part of G1 which I love, one specific little, and I do mean little, line that I love above all others, and it is the Micromasters. These guys, yeah, these tiny little Transformers, and I don't really know why I love them so much, but I just do. They were sort of the first Transformers I bought with my own money, that I went to a shop myself, unattended, and saw, I want them. I mean, how they came about is that Galoob brought out a line of small little vehicles called Micro Machines, and they actually got the guy who did Blur's voice to do the adverts. So yeah, this is sort of like late 80s, early 90s, and Hasbro wanted to jump on that train and think, how can we beat Galoob at their own game? I love that word though, Galoob. It's a great word, isn't it? Galoob, Galoob, Galoob. It doesn't mean anything anymore. Galoob. They wanted to sort of compete with Galoob and say, yes, we want to corner that market as well. What can we do? Downgrade Transformers and make big Transformers little. So they did. They brought out a whole couple of waves of them, I think. Sort of 89, 90. There were 2 sets of Micromasters, plus vehicles, plus play sets, plus all kinds of different things that they tried to do with Micromasters. And sadly, they haven't really revisited. They kind of are doing with the Titan Master, Prime Master things. They're kind of Micromasters, but not quite. I won't be happy until they bring out themed teams like they used to. And we do have a themed team to look at today, and it's going to be the Micromaster Autobot Monster Truck Patrol. And it's going to be really light on character, because Micromasters are light on character. The reason being is that they're late wave Transformers. They didn't really care. There was no fiction of sorts to really put them in. They weren't really in the American comic. They were for a little bit, where Road Handler and the rest of the Autobot Sports Car Patrol became wrestlers, because Road Handler's colours were red and yellow, like a certain Hulk Hogan at the time. And in Britain, yeah, they kind of appeared in a few stories, and then IDW, well, I'll go to Dreamwave first. Dreamwave brought out the mini-series, 4-issue mini-series Micromasters, which was dreadful. And they didn't really do much with them in IDW. Simon Furman tried to make a thing of Golem Prime and the Dead Universe and have Micromasters tied into that. Nothing really came of it. And then Furman sort of doesn't work for IDW anymore. And pretty much all that continuity is going to be in the bin anyway, because IDW are scrapping that universe as of this summer. So there you go. Hopefully in the next universe, Micromasters might play a part. They won't. But there you go. I love them. I love them anyway. I love them because they're so small and they're so collectible. I like small collectible things. Things you can go out and spend a £5 on. That's why I like the Titan Master so much, and I really do need more of those things because they're really awesome. But it's this same mentality. They're small, they're tiny, you can collect them, you can have lots of them on a shelf, and they look great. I've got quite a bit of Micromaster stuff that I will keep showing over the weeks and years. But I just love them. I just like the variety. I like you get a little team of 4, and they're all sort of gang moulded, so you do get colour swaps and just palette swaps on them, but you get sort of 2 yellow and green ones and 2 blue and orange ones in this case, and so on and so forth. There's always a theme running through them. So like the Hot Rod Patrol, which is one of my favourite Micromasters, or the Racetrack Patrol and that kind of thing. I don't know what it is, I just love it. It's brilliant. And a few years ago I was actually on a mission to make everybody love them as much as I do. But here we have the leader of the Micromaster Monster Truck Patrol, and his name is Big Hauler. Yeah, well, we're really sort of we're really sort of plumbing the depths of the names here. But Big Hauler is basically like a micro Gears. He doesn't like anything or anybody. He complains all the time. He's a bit of a moaner, and he's the leader. So you can imagine what the rest of the team are like. But he transforms into a nice big monster truck. But I like the clash of colours on him. I like the blue, the green and the yellow. It goes together really, really well. And there's loads of detail on these things. I'll show you a bit more when I do transform him, but there's loads of detail on a Micromaster. And I like his feet. His feet are really cool. But there, you can see his feet better. Whoops. His feet are kind of weird. Stands up really well though. So to transform him, I will do this on camera. You basically put his arms in and you fold his legs over, and there you have Big Hauler in his monster truck mode, and it's really, really cool. I really like it. And like I say, loads of detail. If you actually look on the detail on this guy, we're repainting into like an Optimus Prime. But that's Big Hauler. Anyway, the next one's not so great, and it's Heavy Tread. Heavy Tread suffers a bit from Ironhide syndrome, or Ironhide suffers from his syndrome. I don't know. Is that right? But his canopy here is bonnet doesn't really go down, so it's a bit rubbish. He does have a face. It's a really nice face, and he transforms into like a drag racer rather than a monster truck. Kind of falls down there. But Heavy Tread is a bit of a mean-spirited git, because if he captures a Decepticon, he will basically play with it like a cat would before he kills it, and his friends and teammates all like that, and he feels the pressure of having to up his game every time and try different things. It's kind of like Jackass, you know. It's a point where Jackass becomes a bit passé and everybody's seen it, and that's sort of he suffers from the pressure of that. Nice little robot though. It's just a shame his bonnet doesn't go down all the way, because he looks a bit silly. But I do like the orange and blue. It really is nice. And again, another really simple transformation. Basically just bring his legs in, pop his bonnet up, and there you have him in his vehicle mode. Like I say, like a drag racer. If anything, massive engine with lots and lots of width things on his engine block. Love it. He's even got a little tiny seat, which I love. Brilliant. Love that guy. He's a bit rubbish though, but kind of make me love him more. You now got Hydraulic, who again, bit of a moaner. He is a forthright, no nonsense kind of guy. Just sort of goes straight into battle, hits as many Decepticons as he can, and comes out. He's a bit WYSIWYG, bit what you see is what you get, but he's pretty cool. And again, orange and blue robot, no mystery as to how he transforms. Nice little faces on him. Like I say, loads of little detail there. I hope you can see that, pick that out. Loads of little detail, but again, really easy to transform. Fold his arms in, fold his legs in, and you have a nice little monster truck. So, there you go, that's better. You can see him a bit better. Really nice. Again, loads of detail, and I do like the fact that you can pick the orange. Kind of reminds me of Gears, this guy, if anything, to look at. And yes, I have used the Sharpie on all the shiny bits on his hubcaps. I kind of like the dull black look, but there you go. Last up, we've got Slowpoke, who's again another moaner. He's like Big Hauler. He just moans all the time. Just funny because it's the same colours, so I don't know if that's anything to do with it. But yeah, he moans all the time. He's very bitter, very old, doesn't like being old. I can sort of relate to that. I don't like being old either. It does my head in. But everything is an effort. Everything is something he doesn't want to do. And so you don't ask him anything, because if you do, he's just going to give you grief. He's going to give you attitude. So people tend to stay away from him. But no, really, again, good little robot. The colours on him really pop. I think the green, especially against the yellow, is really, really nice. So he's really sort of aesthetically pleasing. And again, transformation really easy. Fold his arms in, fold his legs in, and there you get a little recovery vehicle, which I think is quite cool. It's kind of like a 1950s style recovery vehicle, something you might see on cars in the little town there. He does have a bit of visible robot syndrome, but you know, he's a Micromaster. How intricate is he gonna be, seriously? But he's really cool, and I like him a lot, and I really like all these guys a lot, because you can fit them in the palm of your hand. You've got a little Micromaster team, a little Transformer team to play with. If you just need a bot to sort of mess around with if the world becomes a bit too much. And they're really cool. Look at them. Look at that. I feel like Optimus Prime in the advert. You fit them in the palm of your hand. Really, really cool. I do love Micromasters. They seem to be sort of scarce and expensive on eBay these days, which is a bit of a shame. But if you can go to a show or a convention, you will find them, because they're always about. They might be split up, and if you find them on card, they're invariably quite expensive these days, because I think they're small enough that they get lost a lot, which is a shame. I'm lucky. I found quite a few back at sort of Auto Assembly 2009. And I was kind of lucky. I got a lot that year. There doesn't seem to have been as many. But if you look for them, they're there. But they may be quite expensive. But I can't stress enough how much I love those little guys. They are pretty damn awesome. That's it for this week. Please, everybody, do join the Transformers YouTube community on Facebook. If you search for that, you will find them. You might have to ask a question to get in. But once you're in, it's a really nice community, and you should join it, and they're lovely people. And their modcast is pretty good as well. You should go listen to that. Every month they try and do one. I'm on Back to the 80s on my podcast, which is every week you will get a podcast with a special guest every week. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, links are down below. Leave a comment down below, leave a like. I am interested to know if you guys like Micromasters and which Micromasters team is your favourite. Please do comment down below. Other than that, please do take care of yourselves and each other. I will see you all next week. Bye bye for now.